This comes from Contemplate, Then Calculate. And this link will take you to a lovely website that discusses the routine. There's even a video, and we are going to kind of look at this in a virtual setting today. The See Then See hashtag here is available on Twitter. It's pretty hot, and hope you all enjoy that. On slide 7, this is a just a little infographic because one of the things I'm learning is that when we do routines online, teachers want to have a sense of like what are the steps that I do. So I want to be very transparent. We're going to start by noticing. I'm going to show you something for 2 seconds. We're going to describe how we are counting them through the chat box. Then we're going to do a share and study where people use the microphone to share out. We also record using color and movement. And finally, we will do a reflect and connect with emojis. I'm going to show you something for just 2 seconds. It's not going to be long. And then I'm going to ask you to write your calculation shortcut in the chat box. In other words, how did you see it so you could start to kind of calculate it? Alrighty, here we go. Okay, that was really short. What did you notice about that shape? Just put any ideas you have in the chat box. What did you notice? Those are wonderful noticings. I'm going to go ahead and reveal the image again. This is our image. And now many of us will start to subitize or we'll start to think about these dots in another way. I'd like you to be able to put that into words. This is a challenging idea here. Other than counting them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, how did you chunk this? Try to describe in words how you chunk this in order to count them. If you're just joining us, we're putting in the chat box how we chunked this in order to calculate it. In the next part of the routine, everybody is going to have a voice, but we'll have voices in different ways. So let me be explicit about the routine. I'm going to call on certain people to share out loud using the microphone. That means I want you to elaborate a little more on what you said in the chat box. Everyone else is going to reflect and connect with emojis. And I do have some specific emojis for us to use. So we're going to record this on slide 9. The specific emojis are the happy face if you feel like, I agree, I understand, or you can call on me to rephrase this. The thinking face for I'm still thinking, I disagree, or I'm not sure. the mind blow if you didn't think of it that way, or that's a new way. And finally, the heart eyes if that's your favorite or you love that thinking. Alrighty, so I did want to start off here with Colette. Would you tell us a little bit more about your thinking?
Yeah, hi Teresa. Basically, I see the 9 dots in the middle, which is a 3x3 square. And then there's, thank you for outlining it. And then I see 2 dots on the right, 2 dots on the left, and 1 dot on the top and bottom, which
Very
just made it real easy for me to count.
Oh, lovely. All right, in the chat box there, if you find that you agree with it, happy face. I am going to be looking for at least one person to rephrase that. If you're still thinking about it, the thinking face. If it's a mind blow, go ahead and put that one up. And if it's your favorite way, put the heart emojis. Go ahead and put that in the chat box now. Morgan, I see you had a smile face. Can you rephrase that for us?
Yeah, so I saw the 3x3s first, and I more so went vertically, honestly, when I saw them. And then from there, I realized in the middle that there was already 3, so I just added 1 from the top and 1 from the bottom, and that gave me 5 there, and I just added on for my 9 from there. And then I was able to visually really see the 2 dots on the outside after that, and so I added on 2 more and 2 more.
All right, so Morgan saw it a different way. I'm going to add your thinking that you typed in there again. And let's go ahead and show this visually. So you said you started with what part? And feel free to write on here or change the color of the circles to show it.
Let's see, sorry. So can you hear me?
We sure can.
Oh, sorry, technology this week. So I originally just saw this, and then I realized, oh, it's also here, and it's also here. So it was like 1 at a time. Originally, I was actually going to count dots 1 by 1, and I thought that would take a super long time. So I saw the 3, I saw the 3, and I saw the 3. And then from there, I realized it was 9. And then I was able to visually see the dots on the top and the bottom by themselves, and I added to that. And then I was visually able to see the dots on the outside.
Okay, so
and
hold
I
on.
added from there.
You saw the 9 first, but you saw it because it was in sets of 3. Is that right?
Right, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to try and color code this so that we can have an understanding of that. And then once you had that, what went next?
The top dot in the middle, and then the bottom dot in the middle. And I didn't even think of them as like just adding 2. It was 1 at a time.
All right, so then those ones got added 1 at a time.
And then I could visually see the outside dot. So then it was a group of 2 next to the yellow, and then a group of 2 next to the purple.
I like how you said a group of 2 and another group of 2. All right, let's go ahead and see emojis there in the chat box. What did you all think about that? Did you see it that way? And Remy, I saw that you had a smile face. Can you rephrase Morgan's thinking for us in your own words?
She saw the 3 yellow as a 3, but then she recognized that there are 3 groups of 3. And then there's one on top and one in the bottom. And there are 2 on the left of the yellow and 2 on the left of the purple.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for rephrasing that. I thought that captured it really, really well. And you used color in that rephrasing, which was great. Our last one we're going to look at today, Laura saw it a little differently than these two. Laura, can you kind of walk us through how you were thinking about this?
Sure. So at first I tried to segment it into quarters, like a upper left quarter, the right quarter, like into 4 quarters. But then I realized that the crossbar in the middle would get counted twice because it belongs to each of those quarters. So I changed my thinking and then I just counted the mini pyramid on the top. Yes, exactly. And then the mini pyramid that's inverted on the bottom. And those are each 4. And then just the horizontal crossbar.
When you said that you saw the 4 and the 4, did you see those as 2 separate 4s, or did you see those 2 kind of coming together?
I saw them as 2 separate groups of 4.
Neat. 2 separate groups of 4. All right, folks. So this is the See Then See routine. If you are bringing us up to upper level mathematics, you might even ask them to write the expression for their thinking in the box below. And so we might have different expressions for these. 3 groups of 3 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2, or 7 plus 4 plus 4. So there's a variety of expressions that you could continue this with depending on what, what your students are thinking of.